Good morning. Today is a lovely morning, a Saturday morning in November, a little bit crisp, but Monty and I are in the little village of Findochty, or Findochty as it's spelt, but Findochty as it's pronounced. Yeah, as I say, a little bit chilly, but oh, what a cracking day for the sun to be out. A little bit cloudy, but the sky is a lovely blue colour. And Monty's first ever time at Findochty. Hey Monty? So what we're going to do, we're going to have a little walk around the harbour, walk around the sea town, and just have a little explore. Coming into the harbour here at Findochty. There's also the Admiral's here, which is like a pub and restaurant. I have been there before, a number of years ago. Just coming into the harbour here. Lots of boats, as you can see. Kind of pan round, get a good view of everything. As I say, what a beautiful day to be here. So Findochty expanded as a fishing port through the 1700s and also the 1800s, and by 1850 it was home to around 140 fishing boats. So as you can imagine, fishing was sort of the main trade here, as a lot of many other sea towns it would be. But around 30 years later, the Buckie Harbour expanded, and Buckie is only about 3 or 4 miles away from Findochty. And it's a bigger town now as well. So as that sort of expanded, sort of in the 1900s, Findochty Harbour, the fleet of the boats really diminished. This sort of meant that, business dropped for the village, because a lot of the trade was coming into Buckie instead. As you can see, there's still lots of kit here. Still quite a lot of boats. These are all probably just personal boats, people that use it for their own private use. So I think, nowadays a lot of it is just for personal use, people going out in the water themselves, and there's also lots of Creole boats as well. Sorry, I'm just looking at Monty again, he's going through into the water. So as I say, a lot of it's just private boats now, not really commercial boats here at all now. These houses up the top here, we get cracking views of the sea and the Moray Firth. There used to be a lighthouse up here potentially. We'll have a little walk up these steps. Monty, go this way. Good boy. Up the steps. Hey. Imagine a harsh winter's day, or any sort of harsh day, the waves crashing up against these walls here. Hands are freezing in the wind. So I parked just over in this direction over here. So just beyond there, there is the caravan site. And I think over that way as well would be the Strathleen Golf Course, which I think is just beyond there as well, just near Buckie. That's near Portessay as well. So there's quite a few sea towns around here, like Portessay, Yanestown as well, Strathleen, Buckpool, all next to Buckie. And if we just pan round towards the harbour and the Findochty itself, you can see some of the houses there into the sea town as well. And yes, over here would be behind these sort of houses here would be the likes of Portnocky, and then the bigger town of Cullen as well. So we're going to have a walk around the other side of the harbour, go towards the sea town now as well. There isn't that much sea here. It is a beautiful place though. I think a lot of it is just houses, and yeah, maybe holiday homes as well. But the harbour is absolutely stunning, lovely, and yeah, some cracking views as well. So you used to have steam drifters were also built here, back in its heyday. This is like a very elusive thing for a town like this to be building them here. And even in 1965, I'm giving it's 100 years here. Yeah, 1965, Her Majesty the Queen visited Findochty on her sort of tour of the northeast. I couldn't actually find any pictures of that anywhere online. It maybe just was a very quick visit, maybe for an hour or so, it could be less than that. But yeah, apparently according to the internet that she did come here to visit at once upon a time in 1965. All the different names of the boats. Scotcha. Don't know if it's Solan maybe. Solan. Lydia. Amawa. This one here. And yes, Admiral's is shut at the moment, but yeah, I think it's just quite early in the morning, but I think they're still open in terms of doing evening meals, lunches and things like that. Eh, Monty? And yeah, we're just parked over here. There's public toilets in that white building there, and just beyond that is the caravan site, and there also must be a Findochty water sports club. So as you can see, Findochty is spelt with a Findochty, but it's actually sort of pronounced Finechty, so Findochty rather than Findochty. And here's a sign for Findochty Harbour. There's a sign there saying no windsurfing or no water skiing. You can get access to the water here. Some nice picnic benches over to the right hand side here. A nice summer's day would be beautiful out here. Even it's beautiful now, but even the summer even more so. And we're just approaching like a statue, and it's called the White Manny. So he sort of serves as a war memorial for the village of Findochty, and it was created in 1959 by a local sculptor called Kurana Cowie, and it was sort of built to commemorate the fishermen from the community who died in both the World Wars. So this is the White Manny just up here. He's sort of on this plinth. We'll get a view of him in a minute. So yeah, this is to commemorate fishermen who died in both World War I and World War II, who were local to Findochty. There's his behind. Get a view from the front from him. Monty! There's not actually a sign for it here at all, but there he is. There's a White Manny. very white actually, probably been painted quite recently, or maybe it's painted quite often. I'm just pointing this out as well, this red and white circular monument. So this is this is from the Shipwrecked Mariner Society, and this is the old Second World War mine, and it's placed here as a collecting box. You can actually donate money here, as you can see. And any donation will go to support the dependents of those lost at sea, as well as sick, disabled and retired fishermen and mariners in need. Now, we don't have any cash on us today, so yeah, we can't donate today. But yeah, nice little quirk here, a little sign here as well, and that's obviously about dog mess. The only thing you should leave behind here is paw prints. So that's all we're doing today, Monty. Leaving paw prints and nothing else. Cracking view some of these houses have here of the harbour. Yeah. So we're going to have a little walk around this side of the harbour, and then we're going to sort of go towards the Moray Coastal Trail, which will actually take us towards Findochty, but we're not going to go to Findochty via the path. And then beyond that as well, you can also walk to Cullen from there as well. Love the colours of some of these buildings as well, the whites and the blues. There's even greens and blues over here as well. Yeah, I would like to know how many of these homes are people living in them, as in they're local to the area, or if they're just holiday homes. A lot of the time you'll find up here, a lot of them are holiday homes. People let them out all year round. So we're just coming into the opposite side of the harbour now. So we were, a few minutes ago, we were on top of the, near that lighthouse sort of building there. There's now a seal on top of it now. We're on the opposite side. Gonna go up these steps as well. What's it? Okay. Go up here. You lead on then. Good boy. It's a different perspective of it all. I'm not quite sure what that is up the top of the hill there. I can sort of see if I can, it hasn't got the best of zoom, but that thing right in the centre of the shot, I don't know what that is. I did a bit of research before coming here, but I don't know what that is. I don't have any signal either to check what it is. Looks like you could walk up there. We may have to do that if we have time. Yeah, we're going to continue along this way and down the steps. So there is a castle at Findochty called the Findochty Castle. It's actually in ruins now, so it's totally a bit ruined, and you can't really walk to it either. They've sort of zoned it all off, I believe. And yeah, it's sort of to the southwest of the village. Unfortunately, as I say, we won't be able to get there because of the state it's in, but it is just good to know. Sorry, very shaky camera work here. Yeah, it's good to know that it exists. There's sort of a little fork in the road here. It takes us down to this end point down here. Sort of the sea defence area. So yeah, just beyond these walls here is the main harbour area. We're parked over, sort of in the centre of the shot over there. Just over there. Hey, what you doing? You're looking at all these new smells, aren't you, Monty? Such a beautiful clear day here. So along here into the other part of the sea town, at the end of this road is a dead end, for cars anyway at least, and definitely you can walk it, so part of the Moray Coastal Trail for pedestrians. But we'll walk to the end of the road to show you what I mean about being a dead end. Some more benches and picnic benches here as well. So have a little bit of an inlet for the water there. I would think a lot of these houses would be holiday lets and things like that. Pretty sure. So glad it stayed dry this morning because it could have been a lot worse. The forecast is meant to be for rain heading into Sunday. This is a Saturday's recording of this, but Sunday into Monday. A storm's on its way apparently. Never a good thing. So there are a couple of side streets actually that veer off, but yeah, this would be the sort of the dead end, and then the continuation of the Moray Coastal Trail. You can see the sign there. Water looks very choppy right now. This is about as far as we're going to go though. Just a quick look. Yeah, beyond these cliffs here, as I say, is Findochty and also Cullen. Just decided to walk back on myself a little bit and go off to this side street here. Just have a little walk. I think there's mostly just houses here, but look at some of the colours, the yellows, the greens. All sorts of colours, the blues here as well. Sea Whispers, that house is called. And it's heading into the Christmas season. We're about, I don't know, 5-6 weeks away from Christmas. A lot of them will have their decorations up soon, I'm sure. And people maybe that own the houses maybe come to stay here at Christmas time and just rent them out during other times of the year. Who knows? I've stopped so many times for Monty to have a sniff. I think this is actually probably the most he's ever sniffed, I think, in his life. I don't know, it must be various different dogs or smells that he can sort of smell or taste. But yeah, he's constantly stopping, which is not a bad thing. Monty, you like being here? You do. Even this one, that's such a good nick. Rock House it's called. Yeah, if you go back down to the sea here, that's where that would take you. Going to see what this takes us. I think it's a little bit of a climb. There's a sign up here for the Moray Coastal Trail as well, that blue sign up there. So if you go left, that'll take you that way. Even a house named after me, look, Craigview. So if you've ever lived in Findochty, if you're from Findochty, if you've ever visited Findochty, you'll have to let me know. And also let me know other facts about this little village, in case I've missed anything. I probably have missed thousands of things, hundreds of things, even things that you haven't seen in the video yet, or maybe in the future. Let me know, because we can always come back. This sort of brings us back to the harbour, actually. Yeah, it does. So back into this other part of the village here. I'll walk down here. I think Monty and I just got a bit of a shock there. We're just walking past the house and two big German shepherds jumped up on the fence barking away at us. I got a scare. I think Monty did as well. Just something to point out there. Cool little red phone box here. We've seen something similar over in Pennon as well. I don't think this would be in use anymore. But quite cool to see. These still exist. The phone is still there actually, wow. Is it open? It is open, wow. Minimum fee 60p. So many nooks and crannies to these little places. We visited Cullen like a month or two ago. My parents were staying down in the old sea town. You could sort of just mistake this for Cullen as well, because it all just looks so similar. And a lot of that as well is holiday lets and things like that. And yeah, you've got little alleyways back down to the harbour here. I think we can actually walk up to this monument that I sort of pointed out earlier from this road here. I'm hoping so anyway. I'm going to have a little look just to see what it is. Looks like there's our local hall there, the Salvation Army Hall. So yes, it looks like we could walk up here. Look at this monument. The monument is just behind this big house here. Just see it there. So it's probably to commemorate people that fallen in the wars, I would think. Looks like they also have a local bowling green here as well for the local club. And also a street wall. The street wall. So Erin Street Wall and Erin Toon Hall is what that says there. So it looks like the primary school is over to the right hand side here. Beyond here would be the Strathleen caravan site. We're going to have a little walk here, so this is actually the coastal path to Strathleen itself. And I'm sure we're going to get some beautiful views at the top of this hill here. Looks like there's a little anchor monument here. I think there's a sticker on it, we can see what it says. I've actually just taken my hat off because I'm roasting now. It was quite cold earlier. My hair's a bit of a mess. So yeah, sorry about that. It doesn't really matter though, does it? And yeah, here's the anchor I was saying. So this is actually to commemorate Findochty for 300 years. from 1716 to 2016. So yeah, it's now almost 310 years old now. But yeah, here is the anchor for it, the monument. Also an overview of the bowling green here and the harbour off in the distance. Got some steps up here. And then the monument up here on the right hand side. So this, in fact, last weekend was Remembrance Sunday. I can see there that yes, 1914 to 1919, so that would be to commemorate the First World War. And there are some poppy wreaths at the bottom of it as well. And a list of names, there'll be local people, I'm sure. This memorial was erected by the public subscription in proud and grateful memory of the men of Findochty who died for their country in the Great War and whose names are inscribed hereon. Looking at some of the names, quite a lot of the names have the same last names as well, so probably family members. Yeah, Andersons, Campbells, Fletts, Rosses, lots of Sutherlands actually as well. There's even more names here, and this is to commemorate the Second World War, 1935 to 1945. Can't really see that in the light there though, it's just where the way the sun's sitting. And more names here. So Findochty's not a massive place, but obviously, you know, over 100 years ago now, we've been very busy and people have started to be shipped off to the army to defend the country. See the wreaths here. This will be a bench here dedicated to Annie Bellacool. She was just born actually during the Second World War. She died in the year 2000. So I just caught my eye here just as I was circling around the monument and get a good view of the caravan site. I think you have a room for about 25 caravans or maybe berths for caravans here. Quite a few not taken down at the bottom there. But yeah, it's maybe not the season for caravan weather at the moment. Cracking views though. So our one last view for Findochty. As you can see, there is a lot of houses here. We were down sort of in this direction over here, the sea town. We came right along here and down, and then along here. There's one of these back streets here. But as you can see, there's all these newer houses built up right along sort of the edge of the town here, which we haven't explored. And I think I'm going to end the video here actually. You want to say bye? Yeah, it's been just probably a quick video. I don't know how long this video is. God, my hair's a mess. And yeah, it's been nice, lovely to explore. It's like, not just nice, it's been lovely. I haven't met anyone actually. I haven't spoken to anyone. Have we, Monty? Really? Haven't spoken to anyone. But nice, really nice and quiet place, and we've liked being here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye. Couldn't say bye to Findochty without giving Monty a couple of biscuits, could we? And he dropped it. Sit. Try again. Good catch. Bye. Yeah. Thought I'd better include just the caravan site on the bottom half here, just to end the video. So as you can see here, Findochty Caravan Park. The sign for it here. Then we've got the public toilets just here. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!